business idea.
Let's hear it. What do we got today?
So you know about ice cream.
Yep.
What if they sold ice cream that you buy from the store melted, and then you put it in your freezer, and then it turns into ice cream?
On ice cream.
On ice cream.
D-ice cream.
D-ice cream.
Do-it-yourself ice cream.
DIY ice cream.
So you're saying that we buy, like, gallons of ice cream. And
Melt
then
it.
Then you freeze it.
No, you melt it, then bottle it, then sell it. Then that way it can stay on your shelf. You won't have to put it in the freezer because that uses refrigeration costs.
So you take the most perishable thing ever, which is milk, and you make it and you give it a shelf life. That's got to be so genetically modified.
It's very genetically modified.
That's a great idea. so that's awesome. D-ice cream. That won't cause anything bad to happen ever.
It's been 9 weeks and we're still learning absolutely nothing. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Jack and this is Liam. We're the co-hosters of the show. Thanks for being here.
We have a great show lined up. I typed out all the topics while Jack was setting up the stream. He hasn't even read them yet, so we're
It's not supposed to be playing over there. It's playing, I swear. Okay.
Well, I can't dance to it if I can't hear it.
I know, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm just, I didn't quite finish setting up everything that I wanted to. So now that's there. So
Okay.
now, bass.
Whoa, bro.
That's
Based.
Oh, shit.
Oh no! Okay, guys. For those of you watching on video, you may have noticed that we're blurry now. Please hold. Liam, keep them busy while I fix this.
All right. Okay.
Start talking about a topic. No dead air.
Apple folding iPhone.
Okay. What do you
Okay.
think?
Actually, this is a deeper topic though.
Talk about something frivolous.
Why does roller skating feel like the funnest thing ever?
Oh man, I don't know, bro. Why does? It's so fun.
It is very fun.
Liam, tell us about your experience roller skating.
I find that when I was younger, I couldn't do it at all, and I would fall down a lot. But having an older brother who is basically a roller skate prodigy is kind of incentivizing to get better about it. No, I'm talking about Ethan. No, I'm talking about you, of course. Also, Ethan just joined the chat. Hello.
Hey, that's producer Ethan.
Halpin Videos. Yes, I will dox our brother this time. He is our producer if he's ever here.
We acknowledged that he was the producer last episode.
Yeah, but Halpin Videos could be anyone because there's like so many Halpins, you know?
Is it still blurry? I'm
Yes.
sure it is. Okay.
It's still blurry.
Again, video people, it's being resolved at this moment. Please hold.
We're literally switching our video recording.
Thank you for your patience. We did an experiment and the video looked really good, but it turns out it wasn't reliable.
So should I just hit Sony?
No, not yet. The thing's not ready yet. This is so professional of a podcast.
Yes. We knew our equipment would fail, and we did nothing to prevent it.
We knew our equipment would fail, and we literally did nothing because we were so selfish.
Yes.
Well, actually, maybe that's not the word. We were so excited about how good it looked.
We liked the 4K camera so much.
We liked the 4K
that we ignored
camera.
the fact that it would break instantaneously.
So now this is
Here
what
we
you
are.
guys
Oh my
get.
gosh.
You get old.
The difference is so...
You get old faithful.
So washed out.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give them a little bit of background on why that happened.
Spreadsheet editor asks, is it supposed to be blurry? You came in when our secondary recording device decided to fail catastrophically.
Okay. No, please hold. I'm going to show you what happened there.
Sea glasses. I'm getting my glasses
Hey,
too blurry.
Hey, spreadsheet energy. I actually met up with that guy. You know, I'm doing these meet and greet things now where I visit the fans. I hung out with Spreadsheet Energy. And I showed him all of... You were probably busy.
Well, too bad
that
for
day.
you. I'm doing my own meet and greets.
Okay, that's fine. What was I going to say?
I don't know. But the frick...
What is center stage?
We're in the studio now.
Okay, yeah. So, a little bit of behind-the-scenes action for you, Liam. or viewers. Hi. So let me show you what we did. So what we're doing right now.
This is not a good angle.
So we can actually use an iPhone as a video device with our streaming software. And see, look, I switch over.
Yep.
And it's actually really good. So you can see, the stream, all this stuff. So anyway, that is our
Don't
current
show them
camera.
the behind the scenes.
It's all right. They put the kids to bed. The magic's about to be ruined. So it's actually it's a Sony camera on a tripod hooked up over a HDMI capture device. This is our set from this side, laptop and microphone, and got my laptop on a chair right there. Basically, we tried to set up the iPhone there, and that was what you saw earlier. It was very, very good quality. It was really nice. But for some reason, it kept just going offline like every 5 minutes. And we couldn't figure out how to fix it, and we knew it was time to begin the show.
Okay, let's get started. We got more viewers than we usually do.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Learning Absolutely Nothing, the show that's always about technology, except for when it's not. It usually is.
Okay, first thing I want to talk about is the funniest thing we have, and that is that Olaf died.
Olaf is dead.
Go into Chrome, search Olaf dies, and then we'll watch the video, and we'll launch into our discussion about how Olaf died and what should be done to prevent this.
What should be done to prevent a Disney character from dying in the future? Is that
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Let's check out the situation. Olaf death situation.
We're going to
is
use
crazy.
all of our technology knowledge and assess how this can be prevented.
Assess how it can be prevented. Okay,
Just
sounds
video.
great.
Yeah, top one right there.
Let me get rid of the books.
Or actually the
bookmarks. This one?
yes.
Oh, great. Hold on. I don't want to get copy struck by Disney. Hopefully there's no Disney music.
It already just played. It's 11 seconds long.
I don't think there's any sound.
Bro, it's already played twice. It's fine.
I wasn't looking. Hold on. Olaf drops dead at Disneyland Paris. Ugh. Oh no! Olaf died.
The video's a lot longer. I don't know what this version is, but they actually pick him up and carry him off scene.
He just freezes and falls over and dies.
Because he's an animatronic, and he just stops working.
He's an animatronic. I thought that it was a guy in a costume.
No, that's actual robot Olaf, and he looks really good.
Yeah.
But he just died and his nose popped off.
That's really funny.
It is.
Yeah, Liam told me about that, but gave me absolutely zero context.
Yeah, he thought it was a character. But
I thought
you need
it was
a really
one of
short
those
person to do Olaf.
human characters. Yeah.
No, that doesn't make any sense. But I wanted to ask you a bit, like, what if you're a child and Olaf is your favorite character?
Seaglass says I'm thinking of R2-D2. That's correct. Yeah, I was.
And you go to Disneyland, and the first time you see them in person, they die on screen that way, on scene in that way.
Let's do a recreation of what it'd be like if a character died and it's your first time at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Hi, Liam. I like warm hugs. What's your favorite thing to do in the summertime?
I like warm hugs too.
What?
Oh no!
And then you start
And then
crying.
I start crying.
Yeah, it's
And
a whole
then
big
I
thing.
rush back to my parents.
And then
I
you
said,
end up
Olaf died.
on the news.
Yeah, I end up
Okay,
all over
so
social media.
How do we prevent this in the future? Well, it turns out we actually already experienced that kind of thing today while recording the show. What you want to do is rigorously test everything.
Yeah.
And I work in tech, and I have one of my coworkers. This is a self-appointed title, just so you guys know. She's known as the Break It bitch. And she fixes stuff that I write, fixes programs that, or she doesn't fix it. She tests stuff that I write and tries to break it, so I know how to fix it in the next version.
Why does she have that name? That's the
I
worst
told you,
name ever.
self-appointed.
So this person gave herself that name.
Yeah.
Great. Love it.
I'll write apps for our job and be like, break it.
Did you break it?
And she always does. She always finds a way to. And that's how I discover bugs, so I can rewrite it for the next version. But anyway, so like I was saying, they should have so rigorously tested Olaf at Disneyland, like tried to figure out ways to make him not work so they can make sure he was more robust. Because
I bet Windows updated started running.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Imagine Olaf is running like a Windows CE, like a compact embedded version of Windows that just, or better yet, it was connected to a Microsoft 365, like Azure Cloud or something, and they went down for regular maintenance, and he lost his life. He lost his like stream of consciousness. You know what? That's kind of a scary thing to think that. I'm not saying this is how the animatronic Olaf works, but like, put yourself in the shoes of Olaf. He literally, like, he was experiencing the world and living life like a happy little snowman, and then just his soul just gets disconnected from his life force, and he has no way of recovering.
Yep.
Like, imagine if you and me were just hanging out, and all of a sudden your soul just loses its connection, and you have no choice but to just die. Like,
you mean,
heart
you're
stops,
joking,
brain
but
stops.
that could be
That's called a brain aneurysm.
You know, when you're in a shop and you're being assembled and you're being tested, the only thing you can't account for is all the interference of all the devices around you. But when you're out in Disneyland, there's thousands of people everywhere, and they're all running phones at probably a similar frequency, and he disconnected. Well,
okay, so there's a couple of technical theories that I have. So you're right about radio interference. It's a severe problem. I'm not going to divulge the inner workings of the place that I work at, but I will tell you enough that there is a system that uses RFID and RFID tags. There is a system for security, and then there's a system for lights, and they all run in such close frequency ranges that we had interference causing one or more systems to stop working properly. So, But then again, it's probably being tested in the Disney environment. But hey, honestly, what might have happened is maybe Olaf got too far away from his home base, so he lost connection to his.
You can't always anticipate things like that because
server.
he's pretty short. He runs pretty low to the ground, which means that his operating radius is pretty small.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like the higher up an antenna is, the farther it'll be able to go. But he's so short that his Fresnel zone is obstructed by the ground. Yeah. So he could have just like gone too far away, and then with all the interference, it's not like they can run him at 900 megahertz or anything. I mean, all the radios run at that probably, because they have a lot of radios there, like walkie-talkies.
Yeah, like CB radios.
We should talk about Disneyland logistics and operations. That's like a rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into making Disneyland a convincing theme park.
Takes a lot of people to run it. Los Angeles has two meta-organisms: Los Angeles International Airport and Disneyland. They're literally their own economies. Like, the area around LAX is explicitly designed to run the airport. It employs 20,000 people.
I believe it. I mean, LAX is absolutely huge.
You've been there. Yeah, you've been there.
I've been there.
I walked the length of it last time I was there. I was in Terminal 2, and the piano was in Terminal 7, so I walked all the way to Terminal 7.
Do they have a public playable piano at LAX?
They do. It's very, like, strange how public it is. Like, there's no sign, there's no lock, it's open, it's just there, and it's in front of an entire TSA wasteland. Like, the entire room is TSA, and there's a piano. Like, I'm not making it up. I played it for 2 hours.
That's amazing. Nobody ever stopped you?
Nope.
You did that at one time at the Wolf Chase Mall.
I did, but people are weird here. It's not the same on the West Coast. Things are different.
Everybody's chiller and more creative.
Very chill. It's kind of disconcerting.
Disconcertingly chill.
Yes.
On the West Coast, United States of America.
Anyway, I haven't even gotten to my second question. Are animatronics?
Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Are animatronics a good way to reanimate people? Is it feel like a good idea to use animatronics to recreate people who are no longer alive so that you can see them again?
Well, I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but Disney's been doing it for decades. Disney has an attraction called the Hall of Presidents.
Yep, that's where it all started,
which is
with
all
the Abraham Lincoln
presidents that aren't alive anymore. Hold on a second. They started Abraham Lincoln?
They started with Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
He was the first human animatronic.
The first one that they made. Okay.
Yeah, watch the Defunct Land video.
I probably have. But hold on, so did they go back and do George Washington and Andrew Jackson in them, or did they just go up from Abraham
they did all
Lincoln?
The other ones after.
Because they don't have any photographs of those ones. They only have photographs of Lincoln. So they technically would have to be going off paintings and stuff.
Yeah, but their paintings are pretty accurate.
They're probably pretty accurate.
It's like, hey.
By Corbin. I miss you more.
Who's that?
I don't know. I think I know who that is.
Oh.
I'm coming to see one of your shows one of these days. I'm sorry I missed the last one. Let's see. But yeah, okay, so reviving somebody. Okay, how about this? There should be like a law of Disney where you can't produce a animatronic of a person for like 10 years.
You know, they're probably working on Joe Biden's animatronic as we speak.
It could be.
Because then they'll add him to the Hall of Dead
We
Presidents.
could add him to the Hall of Dead Presidents, yeah. Do you think that they're working on some of the... Because lately the presidents have been pretty old.
Yeah,
so
they
maybe
could be working on... They're going to do our current past couple presidents before they do, like, Obama. Because he's, like, so much younger than our past couple presidents. That'd be hilarious.
I don't know. Who cares?
But the thing is, what if there was a service that was like, oh, for... millionaire amount of money, we will recreate your dead loved one.
So you're thinking Disney
with a realistic deepfake voice?
Disney should open a whole division where they just make animatronics of your loved ones.
I'm just talking about like this is a dystopian idea. Like if there was this would be like a great movie, like company with futuristic name, Human Core or something. With futuristic name.
I was checking our audio sync. I think we sound fine.
Has a service where they will recreate someone who you lost as realistically as possible, but they're a robot. This is a movie idea.
A Disney level animatronic that's super hyper realistic.
Like it's even like has AI stuff built into it.
Okay, gotcha. But what if we wanted to create an animatronic of somebody that's still alive and you just don't get to hang out with for whatever reason and you just want a copy of them in your house?
That's a little bit more creepy. I don't know how I feel about that. I think you need the rights to the person's likeness.
Okay, so you need to get a signature from the person you're trying to copy.
Yeah, and if they're dead, you need it from their next of kin or their estate or whoever.
Like, what if I wanted just an animatronic of Seth Rogen to hang out with me?
Why Seth Rogen?
I don't know. He seems fun.
I mean...
See, like, that would be such a cool dude to have around the house. Just to do my bidding.
Be like, say all of your lines from Steve Jobs exactly the way you said.
Say all of your lines from Steve Jobs or Monsters vs. Aliens or Sausage Party. Or
that shows how many Seth Rogen movies we've seen.
He was in it. Yeah, not that many.
Steve Jobs and Monsters vs. Aliens.
I'd like an animatronic of Charlie Day to hang out with.
This is not where I thought this conversation was going.
Just produce me a copy of Charlie. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But the thing is, though, it would all be consensual.
What would be the psychological benefits and downsides of having a robot version of someone you once knew?
I think there's nothing but benefits, okay? So basically...
But it's not real.
You'd be able... Yeah, but you'd be able to talk to them and see them. And
I know, it's not real, though.
They could play games with you.
But it's fun.
I want robotic Seth Rogen to play Super Mario with me. Please!
It'd be cheaper to hire him to play Mario with you.
No, but it's one and done. Once they build the animatronic, you don't have to keep paying for it over and over. You just own it.
I guess so. But you know, everything's
they
a
do
subscription
financing
model.
for the... Yeah, it's going to be a subscription, 100%.
$10,000 a month for a robot Seth Rogen.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Well, that's amazing. What's next?
Hot
Thanks
take,
for being
all
here,
cars
guys.
should be convertible.
All cars should be convertible?
All of them.
All of them?
Yes.
Even like minivans? Kids would be jumping out.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not a good thing.
But, I mean, you seatbelt them in, obviously.
All
Look,
cars
convertible
should be
minivan.
convertible.
You know what? This is the only time everyone used an AI image generator. Convertible minivan. What would that look like? It'd have a huge flat, soft top.
Want to find out?
Yeah.
I don't normally do this. But I am kind of curious to see what it might look like.
Let's do a race. I'll do it on Copilot. It's mine's gonna be worse though.
Make a picture of a Honda Odyssey convertible.
It's gonna give you like a transformer instead of what we actually want.
No. It's going to be exactly what we're picturing in our mind's eyeballs. I honestly feel like I could design one myself.
It'd be hard stowing it though. You'd have to put it in the back, and then you don't have as much storage
Stowing it?
space. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it could be like how they do the seats, the stow and go seats.
I guess so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Check that out.
Great job, ChatGPT.
What's not to like? It even looks like a Honda Odyssey. No, let me look at this. All the
Soak
kids in
it
the
up.
back. Oh my goodness.
Soak it
I
on
was
up.
right. Oh, mine obviously did not work very well.
It looks horrendous.
It's just missing the door.
All right, tell me what you think the benefits are to
Missing the door.
a convertible minivan?
Listen, you're out by the beach. You're driving along the beach.
Okay.
And you got all the kids in the car.
all
And they're
the
all
kids in
cooped
the
up,
car.
right?
Right.
You don't coop up a bunch of kids in a minivan for more than like 30 minutes, as we all know. Unless it's got a TV and you got to plug and play, in which case you can go up to 9 hours.
Or an iPad.
Yes, but that's bad for their brains, who want them to be playing Galaga and Rally X on
Why
the
doesn't
TV.
Tesla make a convertible? It's a weird
The
thing for them
Roadster
not
was
to make.
convertible.
It is?
It was. They don't
I
make them
didn't know
anymore.
Anyway,
You open the soft top. Suddenly, they get the wind. They get the whole world above them. They get all of this stimulation that they weren't getting, and they're like, "Whoa!"
wow. So you can increase the attention span of a child on a road trip if
Heck
it's a
yeah.
convertible minivan.
These tinted windows, where you can't see anything because they're all too short to see anything out of them. They're not good. Like you don't get any. You're not part of the environment. You're in a little outside exhibit. You're observing the world through a window. But if you're actually connecting with it. And like you see everything, you can smell the air. Also, you're not breathing in everyone's smells in the car.
Right. So it's ventilated, it's adventurous.
Yeah, pull the picture again. I like that picture way too much. That is...
I just don't... I mean, okay.
I do not know how that sliding door is intended to work.
It's
touched
very
to nothing.
fun, but you know how I feel about AI.
Well, I don't have any problem with... The picture is just a proof of concept. What I'm talking about is we create this at some point, and then we're cruising
So
around
now we have a blueprint.
with all of our children, and in our
All of
convertible,
our children?
all of our children in
Wow.
our convertible minivan. Our wives stay home because we're good husbands, and
Why are our wives... okay, so we're taking the kids out so she can hang out at
our wives
home or
are
whatever,
hanging out,
hang out with their
and
girlies.
we want them to have some time, like just by themselves, away from the kids. So we take them out in our convertible Honda Odyssey.
What if our
to the
wives want to go
beach.
with us?
Well, they just want time away from the kids in this particular scenario.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
we're
in this completely fake scenario,
Yeah,
you
we're both
invented-
married, and our wives are friends with each other.
Right.
Yes.
Honestly, that's 100% going to happen. Our wives are going to be besties.
I hope so.
You know?
Let's plan for that.
Let's plan for that.
Yeah. We got to make sure. Well, that's gonna be kind of hard.
What?
We have to coordinate.
Coordinate?
I mean, you're older than me. It's likely that you'll get married before I do.
Okay. Oh,
So-
all right. So basically,
We have to date at the same
you
time.
need to be okay with mine.
We just need to get two women to date each
Two
other.
women to date
Two-
each other? What are you
and
saying
then we
right
marry
now?
them.
We get two women?
I can't
You are
say the
illiterate.
word.
You are-
Two girls to date each other, and then we marry them. So we
You
know
can't
that they
say
like
the
each
plural
other.
of woman?
I can't. It's physically impossible. I've tried
You
so
can't
hard.
say women?
I can't. For some reason.
Why can't
I can't
you just,
say it.
Is it just one of those words where you just don't know how to say it no
were-
matter how hard you try?
Yes.
All right, let's do
We were
something real
talking
quick.
about convertible minivan.
Let's try. Yeah, well,
You
not
know-
anymore. I'm
you
in
know-
the driver's seat now.
You know what does exist already?
What? Women?
Convertible.
No crap, they sure do.
You know what does exist? Convertible pickup truck. Look it up.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the freaking Chevy HHR.
No, it's the Dodge Dakota pickup convertible. I saw one in person in Arlington driving around. Why do we have a note open?
You do.
I'm sorry, I
Where did
can't
the
say the
font
word
thing
woman.
go?
Woman.
Oh, there it is. See, he can't do it.
Woman. It's just hard for some reason.
Okay, say that word.
Woman.
Man.
Yes.
Okay, ready? Now, don't be thrown off. I know it's confusing. You actually pronounce this differently. Pronounce this word like this.
Women.
That wasn't bad for your first try. Women.
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 Whoa, men.
You put the emphasis on this syllable.
The emphasis.
You put the emphasis on this syllable.
You mean the emphasis?
Women. Honestly, does that help you? Say that.
Women. That sounds wrong though.
No,
Sounds
say
like
it again.
That's women. That sounds like a
See,
mispronunciation.
You just did it. You did it. 10 out of 10
But
pronunciation. Say it again.
Why do you pronounce it differently? Why do you have to change the O to an IH?
It was to help you understand. It's English. There are no rules. The only rules are you have to remember what's breaking a rule. That's how English works. That's why I talk about Spanish all the time. Because Spanish, the rules actually make sense.
All right. I kind of want a convertible minivan though. Why don't you want like this idea? You love convertibles.
I do love convertibles, but it's like,
What's the problem with having one that has 7 windows instead of 2? Nothing could go
I don't
wrong.
know, man. There's no problem.
Also, I didn't
the
realize.
thing is, though, a convertible is usually a sports car, and it's zippy and fast, and usually a minivan's not.
I realized there was a problem with that image, and that is that the rear windows, like the D-panel windows, would have to go down into the wheel. So there's no place for them to go.
I mean,
So that's kind of a problem. It would work with a wagon, if you think about it, because wagons have smaller
wagons
wings.
are a little different, yeah. No, actually, you'd probably be able to figure out the windows on a convertible minivan. I don't know. Who knows?
You'd have to slide them behind the wheels, but then you interfere
You'd
with
have to
the
do some kind of
suspension.
like rotating thing, probably.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting. I think it might be time for the thing review.
Oh gosh.
It's been 30 minutes.
It's time for the thing review. Thing review. Thing review. It's time for the thing review.
Heads or tails?
I flipped a coin.
Heads
not
or
you.
tails?
Why are you commandeering the coin flip?
Heads
I've always done the coin flip.
or tails?
Give me the coin. Corbin, since it's your first time here, we have something called a thing review, where we flip a coin and whoever goes first gets to review a thing first, and then the other person reviews the thing. And the rules are that it's supposed to be completely random. Heads or tails?
Tails. Down with the system.
Heads.
Back to the normal version.
I'm gonna go find something.
Find me one too.
I'll find you one too. Maybe I'll find 2 complimenting things. Or not.
How's the show going? Show's going great. Sorry I can't pronounce the word women. But listen, I don't have to say it that often. I'm never talking about it. It doesn't come up in conversation. So why would I ever have to say it? Jack pronounced emphasis as emphasis, or whatever he said, because he doesn't say the word.
What?
What?
Are you saying bad words?
I'm saying no. Emphasis.
My thing for the thing review is a bag of uncut keys. They're Slage keys.
So why do you have that?
I'll tell you.
Those looks like they would fit the door to my house. Because I have the same kind of key.
It's an SC1
Check
type
it out.
key. Nice.
Same kind of key.
So the
So
reason I
mine's
have
green.
these... Alright. I'm gonna make a little bit of a confession here.
Yep.
I really hope that my landlady isn't watching. You get 1 or 2 original keys, okay? When you rent an apartment here. Actually, this isn't an apartment, it's actually a massive mansion. So
Yeah,
before I lived in this
course.
massive mansion, I lived in a tiny, very basic, very cheap, very old apartment. And you get either 1 or 2 keys, and you need to return those 2 keys. You are not allowed to copy the keys.
Huh.
Now, I may or may not have disregarded that rule and copied them anyway. I got 1 key from her. I copied that key a couple of times, actually. Then I lost the original. It actually came off of my keychain in the parking lot of First Assembly Christian School off Walnut. I know it's still in that parking lot somewhere. So anyway, all I had was a copy of a key, and it was not the exact same key. It had like the Tennessee Titans logo on it, and it was clearly a copy, right? I decided to buy... Where did the key bag go? I decided to buy a bag of blanks that looked identical to the original.
This is so good.
And then I took one to a locksmith, and then had them cut a new key with one of these blanks that looked exactly like the original.
That's so
and
devious.
then I took the key and then went outside on the concrete and scratched it around. And I like dragged it
Oh
on the
my
ground, and
goodness.
then I like made it look beat up because I had been in that place for 4 years.
That's so fraudulent. Oh my
and then I
goodness.
handed in that key, and no one's the wiser.
I can't believe you did that. No need to just own up to the fact, hey, I lost the key and I totally copied it. You literally
No, because
Sherlock
telling
Holmes
her
did.
that I lost the key would lead me to having to tell her that I broke the lease and copy the key.
There are a lot of things in the lease that probably no one keeps. Let's be real.
That's true.
That lease is 90 years old.
That's true. It's pretty much completely unchanged. Besides abiding with codes that exist now that didn't in 1939.
Oh yeah, it was like.
But yeah, that's my story behind that. And you could only buy them in a bag. You couldn't just buy one. The reason I bought them off Amazon instead of just going to Lowe's or whatever is because they didn't have any exact matches. I had to search for one that was like the same base key
like-
that this place or that
That's
place
the most
used.
Mission Impossible thing I've ever heard you do.
Yeah.
Copy a key.
I was actually pretty proud of
replicate
it. Nobody noticed. You know what's ironic? They changed the lock when you move out.
So you made
She
a
didn't
key
even need
for
the
no one to
original key.
use.
They always change the lock when you move out of a place. I don't even know why they have the copy and key rule. Is it for them to keep track of how many keys exist out in the world?
Maybe they don't change the lock.
I don't know the rule. Maybe they don't change. Maybe I should. I still have that.
Someone's
that
using
copy.
it to this day.
So maybe I could. I'm not gonna test it. Never mind. That's stupid. Hey, I was just seeing if my key worked to your house. That's no longer mine. All right. Do you want me to get you a thing?
Yeah.
Normally he picks his own thing.
Wait, let me pick it then.
Okay, you pick it. Fine.
Get back over here.
I was letting you out.
Can't leave the podcast alone.
I was letting you out. There's no room. Miss the old studio. Hey guys, Liam is gonna go get himself a thing to review on our podcast called Learning Absolutely Nothing, starring Jack and Liam. That man is currently playing a video game in my game room. Bruh! What are you doing? We're in the middle of a podcast!
Oh, I forgot.
He says he forgot.
Sorry about that.
Unbelievable. So yeah, on Learning Absolutely Nothing, the show that's always about technology except when it's not, I have a co-host. He's just out getting something because we have something called a Thing Review. It's time for the Thing Review. And we review a random thing. You know, it's so fun and so cool. He's trying to find something because he didn't have anything prepared. And I don't blame him because normally we aren't prepared for anything on this podcast because it's incredibly unprofessional and kind of generally a disaster. But you know what? That's part of what makes it fun. That's part of the fun. We're having fun. Everybody's having fun. Wow, that's not supposed to be happening. Whoa, what's going on? I'm getting small. Wee, I'm so tiny. Hello! Hi! Whoa!
Look what I found. Snip off his ear. So these are Jack's bolt cutters. Do you want to hear tell the story behind them?
Yeah, let's tell them the story. You know what? Kind of weird that we have two adjacent key stories for our thing review. Ow!
That was probably really loud.
Sorry, guys. Oh. Bolt cutters.
So Jack was working at Chick-fil-A, and he lost the key to his locker in a trash compactor. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what was his?
So what
was your
happened
solution?
is, I don't like how we're not centered
What was
right
his
now.
solution to having lost his key?
No, there's more to that story. So basically, my key to my locker was in my back pocket. I was out running out orders on the front counter, and I was putting like those little slips that print. This was pre-sticker. They would print a non-sticker thing out for you to find the customer. I had a bunch of them in my pocket because I didn't get a chance to throw them away. So
Yeah.
the key and then all that trash was in my pocket. So I reach into my pocket and grab all the papers and the key without knowing it and throw it in the trash, and then it ends up in the dumpster. And I went dumpster diving to try to find it, but good luck finding one key in a Chick-fil-A dumpster at the end of the day. There's
There's lots of keys in
it's
there.
a full dumpster by the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, now I can't get
What
my
could this
car key out of my
possibly be
locker,
for?
so I can't go home. So now we went and bought bolt cutters.
I feel like that was a lot later though.
No, it was like a couple days later,
Oh.
if not the next day.
Well, you said you couldn't go home.
Oh, I got a ride home.
Oh, I see. So wait, your car was stuck there?
Yeah, my car was
Well,
stuck
how
there
did I
overnight.
get there? Because I was there.
That car, that was the Kia. We had a second one.
Oh.
So I got a ride home. We used the second key to the Kia to take it out. You and me
Oh.
to go to Home Depot.
Then
Then
how do we get there?
in the Kia with the second key.
But the key was at Chick-fil-A.
With the second key. There was a second key for the Kia at home.
I know, but
I got a ride home.
But how did you get back to the Kia? If the Kia was at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay. All right. So I got a ride home from Chick-fil-A. Kia's still there. And then somebody must have taken me. Probably our dad just took me back to the Kia.
You know, I think
We got a ride. We got another ride. It must have been.
No, I don't think we got a ride because I remember it just being you and me. What I think happened is you got a ride to work that day, and then,
I didn't work that day.
But the day you got the key lost.
No, I drove myself to work in the Kia.
Okay.
I locked the Kia key in my locker.
Your dad probably brought you the key then. To
No.
your own Kia.
No, I got a ride home from my manager.
Oh.
Then we took the second Kia key, and
Yeah.
then somebody took us to Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Maybe even just me.
Might have been just
And
you.
then I take the Kia home. Then you and me later go out to buy the bolt cutters to cut the lock to get the other key.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So I took this thing to the back of the kitchen at Chick-fil-A and chopped the lock. And
Looked very suspicious. You just walked in there.
I kind of did.
With no uniform.
Honestly, though,
Incredible
nobody stopped me.
Yeah.
But they knew who I was, so let's give them a demonstration of cutting something. We gotta show them the power of the bolt cutters. What should we cut? I'll go see if I can find like an old screw or something. Hang on.
Yes, this thing can cut anything against
It
teeth
can
into.
cut through solid steel metal. I don't want to cut anything valuable. So I found just the thing.
Are you sure? Where are you at? Where's he at?
I found an Allen wrench that I have a million of.
Okay, hold it.
Let's do it like that so they can see. Oh wait, hold on, even better.
At an angle. Let's review it. See how well it cuts. 3, 2, 1.
Oh man.
That cut better than my whistle was existing. Cool.
That is a pair of bolt cutters.
It works.
And
Allen wrench.
I even wrote the year that I bought it on the tool. And put my initials on it. Because I guess I was worried somebody would steal it. I don't know who would steal bolt cutters.
That's a good anti-theft.
Yeah. 2017, almost a decade ago. Can you believe it? Can you believe that was 9 years ago that we went on that adventure?
That's crazy. If we'd started the podcast that time ago, we would have 450 episodes.
Is that how the maths?
That's how the maths.
Actually, hold on. Got a calculator right here. So if we...
960.
Assuming that we do this weekly, assuming that we started in the first week of 2017, then it would be...
9 times 52.
It'd be 9 times 52. But technically this year's not over yet, but 468.
468.
By the end of the year, it would have been that, which is crazy. Now it's got me curious about something else. How much do you think bolt cutters cost now?
Oh, $20. I bought some at Harbor Freight recently.
We bought those at Lowe's.
Yours are probably more. No, Home Depot.
We bought them at Lowe's.
It's Home Depot.
It was orange Home Depot.
Harbor Freight ones are probably a lot cheaper, but Home Depot ones
And they
probably
were
like
$16.
$50 to $100.
That nice pair was $16. Let's see how much the same pair costs now to see how much inflation has affected the lock cutting tool
I feel
market.
like using tools to see inflation isn't going to work that well because tools tend to not go up in price that much.
Is that so?
That's what I found. That's not the same pair though.
It's not the same brand, but it's the same size.
That one's got a nicer
And
handle.
they're $35.97. Oh my goodness. That's crazy expensive. Are you sure we didn't get them at Lowe's? Come on. Can you ever just show what I want you to show? That's like twice the price.
My bolt cutters, which are the same
Yeah,
size as
$35.
these, mine were $20.
Wait. Are these ones the same size as those? Because these actually still are only $17. 18-inch. Those are a lot longer than 18-inch. 24-inch?
Bolt cutter inflation doesn't feel like a reliable metric, but that's just my opinion.
Well, I don't know if it's a reliable metric, but it is definitely scary.
I mean, I tried to tell you about MacBook Air inflation, which is at 0%, and actually it's probably negative at this point with the MacBook Neo. The Neo $600.
That's also not a good metric either, though, because Apple is basically a masterclass case study in supply chain management.
Globalism.
And also, they make their own chips now for a lot of stuff, meaning that it cuts their overhead costs. But whatever.
I got another topic.
Go for it.
Double super hot take. All cars should be manuals.
Explain.
This has so many benefits.
Okay.
That I thought of 10 minutes
right
before
off
the show.
Bat, I like manuals.
Yeah, so I know you like this, so I don't know why you're a skeptic. You should just like it immediately without thinking.
I'm not a skeptic.
Like everything else.
I just said explain.
You said it. You didn't say explain. You said explain. There's a difference.
Explain!
Now you just said explain in a mocking voice, which means you don't like this idea even more. So here's what it does. It helps weed out all the bad drivers because they'll all fail the driver's test. Because bad drivers can't do manuals. They can't pay attention enough, so they'll fail the driver's test. All the bad drivers will be gone. Driving is more fun with a manual, which means it increases net happiness and unlocks natural disasters. It decreases...
Wait. Unlocks natural disasters is not a plus. What do you even mean by that?
When you increase net happiness in your city, you unlock things, and you'll get enough net happiness to unlock natural disasters like hurricanes and aliens. Don't you know? That's how it works in my simulation. Don't ask me what software I'm using. It's definitely not SimCity. It decreases texting and driving because only the experienced manual drivers will be able to do it.
That's true. Speaking from experience.
And there will be a greater supply of people who can drive manual semi-trucks.
Okay, so you're saying it decreases the amount of drivers that can't pay attention to stuff.
Yeah.
It increases the pool for CDL drivers.
Yes.
It causes happiness, which apparently causes natural disasters. I'm still lost about that. What do you mean by that? What are you saying that when a city has a high state of happiness, natural disasters happen? I don't understand.
Yeah, don't you know? In my simulation software, you unlock natural disasters.
You mean SimCity?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that being a thing with SimCity.
Oh, it's such a thing. It's even in City Skylines.
Okay, hold on.
You know nothing about SimCity, apparently.
Yes, I do. I used to play that all the time.
You don't know.
Natural disasters they don't correlate to the happiness of the city.
Well,
do I have that all wrong?
I don't know if they do, but you unlock them after a certain period of time. That's at least how it works in video games, right?
Oh, so they're not caused by excess happiness. They become available.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right, you know what?
Whoa, bro. That's beast.
Actually, I have
I have a
no
feeling
way
that's
of
too loud,
verifying
but-
that. It just makes sense to me.
All right,
that
fine.
if you increase
Fair
net
enough.
happiness, you should probably do something to balance it out and make everyone depressed again.
Hold on. That's completely different. Are you saying that you think that if it seems like, humanity is doing too well and is too happy and healthy, and then it's like, man, time to destroy it all?
Yeah, it's like the challenging stage in Galaga, you know? You did super well, challenging stage,
Yeah.
vibes. Anyway,
Sure.
all cars should be manuals.
Okay.
I hate to agree with the people 3 generations behind us who also think all cars should be manuals because they don't trust them manual transmissions. But if you think about
You
it,
mean don't trust those automatics?
yeah, don't trust those automatics. But it's not a bad idea. What do you think? Should we start advocating for this?
Well, honestly,
I think we should.
You've made some really good points, and
Memphis would be so much safer.
I've decided I agree. All of them should be manual.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, one small caveat. Accessibility. Somebody that has use of only one foot and only one hand could drive an automatic fine, but wouldn't be able to drive a manual. So how about we
but automatics,
keep some automatics?
Automatics have to be modified. Well, I guess they don't have to be modified that much. You just modify a manual to make it.
You mean put a transmission in it that is automatic? Okay,
But it's like the Ford. It's like the Ford Fiesta.
Let's switch it around so that
Ford Focus.
we'll switch it around so that all cars are manual, but automatic is an option. So basically, vice versa of how it is now. Because right now, all cars are manual, and
No, it
some
has to
are
be. It has to be
stick-shift, or no?
legislative. You need proof of disability in order to buy a manual, or buy an automatic. I mean.
In terms of accessibility, you shouldn't make it harder.
Yes, you should. You should make it way harder.
What are you talking about?
We only want disabled people to have automatics. We need everyone else who is able to drive a manual must have a manual.
Okay, but again, we shouldn't make it hard. We shouldn't make accessibility hard to attain.
Well, we don't want to accidentally be giving automatics.
You don't want to accidentally give it to lazy people?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, that's not very based of you to say.
You're the most manual enthusiast person I know.
I am, but I'm also an accessibility enthusiast.
I don't even like driving manuals, and I'm advocating for this.
You like driving manual.
No, I would rather drive an automatic.
You loved my Miata.
Yes, but when I'm driving casually, I don't want to be thinking about that.
That's just because you didn't get to a point where it was second nature yet.
That's true.
I was
because
focusing more on breathing than I was shifting the car when I drove the Miata.
Yeah, because it was your car. I don't have a manual.
We're gonna get you a Miata. I know exactly where one is. I don't have a spare key for that one though.
No.
All the keys in the world and not a Miata key. Anyways.
Damn.
That's cool, Liam. You know what? Yeah, let's make. Okay, I like your idea. I'm gonna take your idea and I'm gonna massage it a little bit, as they say.
I don't like that way that sounds.
As LinkedIn talk is. Don't make it really hard to get an automatic. Just make it so all cars are available in manual and be a manual advocate. Make them way cheaper. Oh well, then I don't. But not like way cheaper because again, accessibility matters. We'll workshop the idea. We'll figure something out.
Just make automatics like expensive to not disabled people, but cheap to disabled people.
Expensive to not disabled people, but cheap to. Okay, all right.
All right. I don't
know if you
want to go to
cooked.
another topic. I have more topics to talk about.
Let's give everybody a little background on this episode of the show. I woke up at 6:30 a.m. today, and then I worked 8 hours, and then came home and started putting the podcast together and doing all this stuff. Why don't you tell everybody what you did today?
I woke up at 3 p.m.
He woke up at 3 p.m.
So I did something last night. I decided I am tired of me getting notifications from everything because I have too many notifications on. But I can't turn off texts, I can't turn off phone calls, and I can't turn off U of M emails, which are like 90% of everything. So what I did is I went outside and I just put my phone in my car, and then I went inside and I went to sleep.
Just raw.
And I woke up at, I believe, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and 3. Because...
So you got like a full 8 hours of sleep, but then just kept sleeping, only waking up once an hour?
I glitched. So I didn't have the sort of like next step as soon as I wake up to look at my phone and see all the thousands of people who've texted me.
So you didn't have stimulation,
yeah.
Unhealthy
so
stimulation.
My brain was like, what do I do? And so I just kept falling back to sleep until I wasn't sleepy anymore. And then I finally read all of Jack's 15 texts asking where I was, and all the texts from a few other people. And I was like, well, this is nice. Oh my gosh, you have a bunch of texts too. Yeah, I want to tell the class everything.
I texted Liam and I said it was 9 a.m., which was again like
6
an
hours
hour and a half
before I
into my
woke up.
workday already. I said it's that time of the week, bro scalicious, bro tato chip, bromantic partner, protein shake, brototype, broatomic weaponry, Barack Bro Obama, bro Hans Sebastian Bach, bro Fesser, Mr. Bro Tato Head, Theodore Roosevelt, and Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yep.
And he didn't answer.
I was knocked out. So it turns out when you mess up your morning routine and your brain just misfires, then you just keep going back to sleep.
Yep.
But it was real nice.
But it was nice, yeah.
Because I was so tired of waking up late in the day because I stay up late working. and just having to deal with the avalanche of texts demanding my attention.
Stimulation.
Because there's always at least 3 or 4 people. Not that I don't dislike any of these people, but they're all asking for something.
Right.
Or if it's not a person, it's an email. And if it's not an email, it's something's due today or notification from an app that's managing my life for some reason. And it's just like, I don't want my day to start like that. I want to just not have that. I want to not have this thing around for a little bit. Not that I don't want to hear from people, but no one's just like, good morning, exclamation point. If it were just that, it'd be like, oh, they're actually doing something to make my morning good. You know?
Yeah.
Wishing me a good morning. Not, hey, do you think you can have XX done by deadline, which you are too ADHD to possibly remember and probably fulfill? I don't like those morning texts.
Yeah.
It's fine if you have to send those and it's like in the morning, like I get you're awake, but I might not be. And if I put my phone in my car, it's not because I hate you, it's just because I hate this thing.
Well, Liam,
People can still text me. I still want to listen to text. It's
Right.
just immediately after I wake up and it's something asking for a menial task to be done by me, then, or it's an email telling me that something is wrong and needs attention. That really screws up my morning. I like most texts from people. Like your text did not give me that impression.
Didn't give you the
No, if you're just saying, hey, good thing, or hey,
potato chip.
and if you truly like need my help with something that isn't just something that is menial, then or is
a substance to it. So I'm really happy that you had a good experience getting rid of your phone for a minute. So what you did, Liam, was a 1-day version of what I did.
yes.
And longtime fans of my channel know that I went a week without my modern iPhone, and instead I got a $29 flip phone from Target. And I just escaped from the world for a whole week, reading books and listening to music and all that kind of, just kind of existing and being okay with not being distracted. And I come back to that week with just like metaphorical tears in my eyes, just wanting that back, because it's hard to keep up with, but the effects of it were so strongly positive.
Yeah.
And so basically all that to say, Liam got a lot of sleep last night, probably caught up on a bunch of sleep that he hasn't been getting because he's been in college as an engineer, which is the worst kind because engineering school literally tries to fail you because they don't want students that don't want to be engineers. That's why it sucks so much. And Liam's been thriving, but also using a lot of energy. But today, Liam has been super energetic and in a really good mood. And it's so funny because normally he's the quiet one and I'm the loud one. But I've been awake and busy for so many hours today. And he is like refreshed and on top of the world. So he's talking about making all cars manuals unless you're disabled, all cars convertibles, including minivans. And he wrote all the topics. I didn't write any topics. And I'm just sitting here like, what's going on right now? But I'm enjoying it. So thank you for your positive presence in the podcast today. Appreciate it. You should go even more days without your phone. You'd be surprised at how little you actually need it and how amazing it is to not have it.
Yes, I had sort of a
Believe you me.
revelation. When I woke up, I kept feeling the urge to go find my phone, but I realized there's nothing in my morning that is required, that requires my phone.
Exactly.
I get up, make my bed, get dressed, brush my teeth, make breakfast, and get out the door.
Yeah.
Which is why I put it in my car, because
Yeah, it's ready to go. Great job, bro. I recommend that, we both recommend that all of you out there, if you're feeling like your phone's ruling your life a little too much, just try being without it for a day.
it's weird though. You don't dislike people texting you though.
From what I can tell, it seems like people text me way less than they text you.
I
don't know why so many people are texting you.
I don't
gotta tell these people to get
the thing
lost.
is, if someone takes away from this, Liam doesn't want to hear from me, or because I'm sure family members watch this. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think people are annoying by texting me. I just think texting is annoying.
Yeah, and also you're talking about a much greater thing here, a much broader thing. You're talking about just the
Instantaneous
the
communication.
bright magic rectangle that is
because
altering your brain.
I like
chemistry.
texting people. I love having conversations with people.
You love having conversations with
But
people.
the thing is, I take it so seriously every single time. There's
Yeah.
no casual texting with me. So imagine this: you're lying down, and then you open your eyes, and there's 5 people standing over your bed, and they all say their opening conversation sentence all at the same time.
That sounds horrible.
This sounds like an indie short film right now.
That sounds like something that I would take ADHD
That's
medication
how my
for.
brain takes it, because I want to give everyone my full attention. All right? That's why I freeze.
Liam believes that those people deserve that.
Yes, everyone deserves full attention.
Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't.
So,
well, it depends on what they're trying to get out of you. Not everybody deserves your full attention.
I don't want to give a whole bunch of people
give yourself attention.
Too little attention all at the same time. I want to give one person my full attention at one time. And if there's 5 people texting me, I want to do it sequentially. So
right.
That's why
That's
I don't like it when I get 5 people.
Whoa, bro, that's based.
If texting were more casual for me, it wouldn't be that much of a thing. But this is why I almost wish people would email me, because at
least it's on a
emailing doesn't demand an immediate response.
Yeah, you can flag things, you can mark things as unread, all those things.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, we should go back to basically. Well, actually, dude, you can treat texting like emails if you just put yourself in the right mindset.
Yeah, but we all have that one friend who thinks that they own your attention, who, if you don't text them back immediately, will come back to you in real life and be like, you don't respond to texts. You take forever to respond. And I was like, no one gave you the right to my immediate response unless I gave you that impression that I'm always going to give that. And I very seldom actually.
I mean, we all have friends like that. You know, sometimes they don't realize they're doing it.
You know, as an, ADHD person, I would love to be able to always respond immediately to everybody, but my attention span is already at such a degraded level that if I did that, I would probably never get anything done. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. I don't know about you. Can you switch between task and text conversation easily?
There is a mental ka-chunk that has to happen. And you know what I mean.
Yes.
So basically, if I'm texting somebody, actually, let's say I'm working on something on my computer, bing, I got a text, ka-chunk, and now I'm in texting mode.
Yes.
And then when I'm done, I put it down, and then I look at my computer, and this doesn't even look like words or letters. It all looks like gibberish, and then ka-chunk, and then I'm back to.
I wish that's how it worked for me. I cannot make the transition smoothly.
My ability to ka-chunk over is much worsened when I am not on my ADHD medication, and when I'm super tired or intoxicated.
Yeah, I really wish I could, but
if I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends here and we're playing games and drinking and stuff like that, I don't need the ka-chunk ability. But if I'm at work, I'm not saying, that's why I don't drink alcohol at work. What I'm saying is just like, if I'm in a mental state where I'm like not sharp, because I have ADHD, everybody knows that. You could probably tell just by looking at me, or like interacting with me. The ka-chunk is hard.
Yes.
And if you're worried like you're never going to be able to master the ka-chunk, it is a learned skill. There's no like having the knack for being able to multitask. That's not a thing. That's completely made up. You're going to keep getting better at it.
Multitasking doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, multitasking is
kind of a myth.
Thing. Yeah, there was a Mythbusters episode about it. Remember?
It's just
there was
switching
a guy that was
tasks.
in a driving simulator, and he was having to solve complex math problems while he was driving.
That was on the phone.
Yeah, I think it was driving simulator, solving math problems, and having a phone conversation. He was like, I'm the best multitasker ever. And they put it to the test. He couldn't do it. He like ran over a bunch of virtual children and like messed up all the math problems. Even though he could do each one individually fine. So,
yes, it's just switching.
It's a very interesting episode. Liam, did we talk about Meta training their AI? Yeah, we did.
We
did that last
I
episode.
kind of wanted to talk about the concept of dancing, because I need answers from you.
Sure.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
What is dancing?
Dancing is when you...
The audio-only version. To describe to the people listening to the audio-only version, he just danced. But
yeah.
Why do you feel compelled to dance? I want to know, because I pretty much never do. Certain viewers have seen me at prom. I pretty much never do. Back in high school, those days.
So dancing is when you move your body around and it's going with the rhythm.
Yeah, but why do you feel like you want to do it?
It's fun.
It's fun?
Yeah.
So you get enjoyment out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it in a
Well,
nutshell.
that's why you like dancing. I just don't ever feel compelled to do it.
Why not? It's fun.
It feels embarrassing.
Why?
Because
Every time I watch somebody dancing, I'm like, hey, let's go. That guy's cool.
I mean, I don't
So
say
you could be that guy.
I don't want to be that guy.
Okay, understood. But why is it embarrassing if you know that everyone's like, hey,
I don't think
look at that guy?
See, if I feel like if I did it, it's embarrassing. But here's the thing. I could do it if everyone else is doing it.
Okay, well, that's normal. You don't want to be the only guy dancing because you just kind of look like an idiot. I sometimes.
But even
I
then, it
dance by
has to be
myself.
literally everybody. I can't. If I feel like I'm getting all the attention, then I can't do it.
Oh, interesting.
Or any of the attention at all. I need to be completely unnoticed.
Huh.
But the deeper question is, why do humans even feel compelled to dance at all?
Because it's fun.
But why?
And we do things
but why
that are
is it fun? But yeah, I mean, obviously,
it's one of those things where it just
but what
is.
human benefit originated to make it feel fun?
You're saying, how did we evolve for dancing to be fun?
Yeah, basically, how did we evolve for it to feel good?
Well, it's probably just because humans naturally get dopamine from physical exercise.
Yeah, but it's very
You ever gone on a
specific.
walk and it just kind of like made you happier?
Yeah, but it's
That's
different.
why I go
It's
to the
different when
gym
you're
mostly.
it's different when you're compelled to dance, though.
No, it's the same, dude. It's a combination of being physical and music.
Yeah, but
Humans naturally
why
like
do
music.
humans like to move to music, basically? Because you're doing that at the gym, too.
It's synergy. You're combining music, which the brain likes. You're combining moving around, which causes dopamine, physical exercise, and combining the two together, and you're giving birth to a third
So
thing.
is there any
that
human
is
activity that would be enhanced
musical
by a whole
dancing.
bunch of people moving in rhythm?
Not everything necessarily has to have like a logistical net positive. We do it because it gives us happiness chemicals and funness.
Why does it give us happiness chemicals? Because there has to be a reason.
I just told you it's because physical exercise makes us happy. Music makes us happy.
Why does
when
the
you combine the two again, it's synergy. 1 + 1 is 3.
Why does the combination make us happy?
Because you're combining one good thing with another good thing, and when you combine the two together, it produces more than the sum of its parts. That's what synergy is.
What is the source of the synergy?
It's, again, like I said, the happiness that comes from doing those things.
Don't understand. That's circular reasoning. You said the happiness is caused by the synergy, and the synergy is caused by the happiness.
We biologically get dopamine from physical exercise. We evolved that way because it's good to be fit and in good shape, so you can escape from predators or whatever.
Why does the music want us to do it?
Because our brain again has evolved to really enjoy like patterns and
but why does
and
the
tones
music
and
make us want to
instruments.
move? Why does
The
the
music doesn't necessarily. It's like the music is like nudging the exercise part of the brain, and then they collaborate.
But what's weird is
I've explained this perfectly.
I still don't understand.
No more questions.
But it makes us move rhythmically.
Yeah, because again, humans like patterns.
What is the benefit of the rhythm?
Because
well, yeah, I know, but
moving
why?
to the pattern is really satisfying because you're completing something that's incomplete. Wow, there's just songs and music without any movement. Then there's...
Okay.
So combine the two together and you've created something new. We are humans. We're the only animal in the world that can create something new from nothing.
Okay.
You asked me how it works. I told you.
I'm mildly dissatisfied with your answer.
Dance the night away. My heart can be burning.
The only thing I've taken away from this conversation is that you just really like dancing.
I provided you an entire breakdown of the mentality.
Your whole answer
and
was just
physics.
that it feels good.
No, I went so in depth. I told you all about all the sources of different things.
You were just
and
like,
evolution.
we like dancing because it feels good. Therefore, it's synergy. Therefore, it's dancing in rhythm, and we like rhythm, and we like music.
I sure wish we were recording
we like
this whole
exercise.
conversation. Oh, we were. I could go look at the file, and you will see that I told you where everything comes from. our love for music, our love for
But why
physical
do we like
exercise,
music?
our love for
You
patterns,
didn't
and our love for
explain why
creativity.
we like music, though.
I did! It's
Because it feels good, right?
It's because... Yeah, probably helping videos. It's because our brains like patterns and repetition and nice sounding sound waves.
But
Is
why?
that granular enough
what is
for
the
you?
evolutionary benefit to that?
Happiness, Liam. There are some things that make us happy that exist just because they make us happy, bro. Music is one of them. Okay, if you really want the evolutionary reason, think of birds, okay? Birds sing.
Yes.
Birds sing to other birds to attract them to them, and then a baby. So there's your evolutionary reason.
Okay. I guess so. At least that actually had an answer. It wasn't just you actually got somewhere.
Okay, I went into
I'm
the
glad
music
I'm
part.
glad you went somewhere. I don't know how if that applies to humans as much as it does to birds.
Music, love for music comes from the need of procreation. Love for dancing comes from the need for physical exercise, which comes from the need to protect your family or yourself from predators, whether they be other bigger animals or dangerous circumstances.
Okay, we're getting somewhere now.
So now
I think these
we know
ideas require further
why
development.
singing and dancing. We have a very strong baseline. I answered all of your questions and I went in so much depth. I do not explain. You're welcome. My pleasure. I'm feeling really proud of myself. Wow, now we're in 10 minutes. I haven't even had my bathroom break this episode.
Oh no.
So, regale the audience with a story of you know what? Tell them about some like recent school experience. Something cool you got to do as an engineer who gets to play with expensive toys for free.
Oh, I touched aerogel.
Oh, dude, I'm all about aero. Don't break any NDAs though.
I was in the fourth floor or the third floor of the physics building, and there was a laboratory where they were creating aerogel. And if you don't know what aerogel is, it's a solid, but it's the lightest, least dense solid there is. In a little test tube, they gave me they let me hold it. It was this little piece of aerogel, which was 98% air. It's the lightest substance that we've created. And I will pull up the picture for you. This is aerogel. It's kind of hard to see, but it looks like almost dust or lint or something. But it is a solid. It qualifies as a solid because it's not a liquid and it's not a gas. It's just really, really mostly air. Which probably has some good applications. That's one thing I did at college. We toured all the laboratories in the physics building. What other things happened there? I built a power supply from components and soldered them all together, and it didn't blow up. Most of them blew up. Not much interesting things happen. Here's the truth about being an engineer is that you spend most of your time solving math problems and turning them in. Solving math problems in different ways, in different applications, depending on what discipline you're part of. And if you're not into that, then you probably shouldn't see engineering as this sort of space where you get to tinker and build stuff, because that's not actually what theoretical or an engineering degree is. If it's an engineering technology degree, it's a lot different. You probably will be doing a lot more of that, but that doesn't have the math, and you typically don't get an engineering license unless you get like a master's degree or something. But you should be prepared for the math if you go into engineering. The math is very important. It's very difficult as well. If you're not good at things like algebra, you probably, and if you try to be good at algebra and you just can't, then engineering school is going to be a bad place for you. Just telling you the truth here. But you might get to touch aerogel. I didn't touch it, but I did hold it.
So you did touch it?
In a test tube.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard of aerogel. I watched a video on YouTube about it, and apparently Liam has access to it.
I don't have access to it, but I saw it.
Oh, that's really neat. Yeah. Apparently it's like as light as air.
It was that particular aerogel was 98% air.
That particular breed.
Yes. One of the labs had a microscope that was connected to this ancient monitor with this ancient software.
Oh my good! Did you show them?
It's hard to see, but that's a
Can't really see
CRT. There you go. The
Yeah, I'll zoom
CRT
into
with
that.
some like Windows 98 software
That's
on it.
incredible.
Um,
I was just texting a coworker today. Actually, not a coworker. He's more of a contractor, but about how I have an old Windows 98 computer, and sometimes I just like firing it up and just doing computer things on it.
yeah, it's fun. I wish I had one.
You could borrow mine.
Well, I don't wish I had it that much.
Don't wish I had that much.
I
Thank you
mean,
all for watching / listening to Learning Absolutely Nothing, the
Yes.
show that's always about technology except when it's not. And I don't think we've actually talked about technology on this podcast at all so far.
I mean, I mentioned folding iPhones. Do you want to talk about that?
Honestly,
Folding phones in general?
sure, let's talk about folding phones. So, when the humble cell phone came out years ago in the 80s and 90s, it was just a big brick attached to a bigger brick that was the battery. And it was usually like set up in your car or whatever. Baby steps, you know? Start in a car, then make it portable, right? Actually, we probably won't get copy struck if I show a certain video on YouTube that I think is really good. So I'm going to show you guys a video on YouTube that I think is really good. Dance, dance the night away. Oh, Brody Quest.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Finding a phone in a car isn't that unusual anymore, except when it leaves the car for greener pastures, the high seas, or a leisurely lunch. Radio Shack keeps you in
Reaction.
constant communication with their affordable,
Look at that thing.
transportable
It's a little
cellular
brick attached to a bigger brick.
Hello? Oh, yes.
Hello?
right
Look
here.
at those glasses.
For you.
His
those
son's got the same
suspenders.
glasses.
He has a Tandy pocket computer there. That's awesome.
Oh,
Cellular
pocket computer.
telephone.
Pocket.
Only at
Thing's bigger than a
Radio
MacBook.
Shack.
Only at Radio Shack. So yeah, they were big bricks attached to littler bricks. Or no,
Yes.
littler bricks attached to bigger bricks. Now, as it progressed, eventually they took the folding format, the flipping format, where they, flip.
Yep.
Then that went away. The BlackBerry kind of killed that, and then the iPhone, and then they were all just slabs of glass. The flip phone never went away, but it became incredibly not it. But now they're coming back.
Yep. Samsung Trifold. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
They're impressive.
Google makes a folding phone. Samsung makes a folding phone, and they're just all screen, but they fold. It's made of plastic, so it's able to bend.
Yep. If you want to see them die miserably, go watch a Jerry Rig Everything video.
Go watch Jerry Rig Everything. He takes a folding phone and
Puts dirt in it.
destroys. He puts
Makes the
dirt in
best
it. He does all the
sound.
things you're not supposed to do with it, and then it gets completely destroyed. Apple is rumored to be creating their own folding phone. I think it's slated for release. I think it's slated for announcement either mid or late this year, possibly next year. But it's a thing because so far case manufacturers have gotten specs, so we know what it's sort of supposed to look like.
It's funny, the hardware CEO guy is going to be around when they release the folding phone.
That's going to make them look really good.
Oh gosh. This doesn't look consistent, but most of these seem to be folding horizontally.
Oh, iPhone Ultra.
What makes it ultra?
Apparently it's supposed to be called the iPhone Ultra. That doesn't look like a folding phone.
Here's my question. Why is it ultra if it folds?
Well, because it's Apple and it's marketing.
Okay, thank you. I was
You're welcome.
expecting
I
a
need to
BS
see these
answer.
leaked photos. It doesn't look like it folds. Where's the seam? That must not
That's not
be
a folding phone.
That must not be the folding phone.
It's conflicting where it folds.
Yeah, that's not. That says iPhone 17 Pro Max. Yeah, that's not the picture that. Let's go back to Google Images because I swear I've seen some pictures. Yeah, no, there's some consistency here.
So it's folding horizontally. Or is
I'm
it?
getting flashbacks. I think we may have talked about the folding phone already. I don't know. We're talking about it again. Sorry, guys.
I can't tell which one of these
It's going to
is real.
be like a little stubby guy, like a little 4:3 aspect
Okay,
ratio.
so it's
phone.
horizontal.
About that.
Oh.
Honestly, not
That's
far
interesting.
off from... the iPhone 2G was here earlier, but I put it away.
A stubby folding phone. So it folds. It's short, but it folds into like a landscape aspect ratio. Wait, is this a leaked video?
No.
Oh, this is a
It's
rendering.
definitely a rendering. Yeah, see, they're not consistent. I don't think. Well, actually, they're... Yeah, I don't know, man. But anyway...
It'd be so hilarious if this has already come out. We're pretending like it's leaked.
So... No, it hasn't come out yet.
I know, I'm kidding.
That would be really funny, though. So what are your thoughts? I mean, I think it's cool. I'm having a really hard time thinking of the use case, though.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you. Like, it's a gimmick. If you really think about it, unless it actually provides a benefit like a much larger screen, it's kind of a gimmick.
Yeah.
Because you've seen the trifold, right?
Yeah.
The trifold screen is huge.
The trifold...
It turns into a tablet.
A folded up trifold is about as big as a smartphone. But it folds out twice and becomes as big as about an iPad mini at least. That's useful. Apple seems to be just making a phone that folds just so it folds.
Yes.
John Turnus, cancel this one. I'm not a believer yet. This thing's going to have to be unbelievably
Things
amazing.
are going
Plus,
so well with that MacBook
Apple
Neo.
uses Sapphire for their displays now, which scratches very lightly at a level 9 with deeper grooves at a level 10. You're going to lose that unless you somehow make glass bendable. Glass is glass and glass breaks.
Well,
it has to be
ain't
plastic.
glass. This is something else, as we all know.
Dude, glass does not bend. That's like the laws of physics.
It's
or
not
something
glass.
like
They don't
that.
use glass for folding phones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's my point, is that they don't use glass. So it can't have a durable display. It has to be plastic. You can't make plastic hard enough to not scratch and soft enough to fold. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I hate to not seem like tech forward or whatever, but I still feel like I can and should call out dumb ideas.
Yes.
I don't know.
Just release the
I'm not
Mac
trying to
Mini
be
Neo
negative
already.
here. Yeah, we want the Mac Pro
We want the
Neo.
Mac Slim client.
We want the iMac Neo. That's actually cheap and upgradable.
It'd still be like $1,000.
We want the Mac Mini Neo. We want something like that. You can't see it, but I have a Mac Mini there. But bigger and cool colors, and you can take it apart and actually add stuff to it. But the thing is, though, the MacBook Neo's thing is not expandability. It's just cheapness.
We want an Intel Mac.
Apple, now that John's in charge, listen, John here, give us more Neo Macs for when we want cheap Macs. Also, start making Macs that are just chonky. I don't care that it's big. It's a desktop computer. A chonky Mac that I can actually take apart and actually add hard drives to, and like it would be the Mac Mini Plus or something like that. And then give me a big desktop. Make sure, like you said, don't make it $6,000. Let me just put more stuff in it. That's what I want. And make the AirPad, that's not a thing. Make the AirPod Pro Maxes cheaper also.
That's true. Those are so
They're
expensive.
so expensive.
get
I want to buy them, but I just can't. The price is very
You
prohibitive.
can buy a nice pair of Sony headphones for even like $300.
I
Still
can buy
cheaper.
an incredible refurbished pair of Sony active noise canceling wireless headphones with an option for an
Hey,
aux port.
These are
They're
Soundcore.
like for like a $200.
These are the Soundcore Life Q20. It has noise cancellation and it's $40 now.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that so? How long have you had them?
4 years, and the battery still lasts 40 hours.
Really?
Yes,
Well, that's amazing.
or maybe 20, but like an extremely long time. Like
We
I
love-
never have to recharge them.
We love Anchor in this family.
Yeah, these are Anchor.
Let's switch.
Oh, you have on-ear headphones. They're not noise canceling when you're using analog, so they're just normal headphones.
Okay. Oh,
Testing. Oh, I can barely hear myself.
really?
Well, no, it's just because the headphones are on ear.
Oh, I'm just used to those. Yeah, these feel really good.
Yeah, they're comfortable too. They don't hurt your head.
Testing. Oh,
Yeah,
the treble's good.
they're really good headphones.
I can hear you way better.
That's why they're all torn up, and I still use them.
I can hear you like a million times better than I could before. Nothing against my Sony headphones. They're kind of old faithful, but yeah, these sound good. Anyways, awesome. Apple, you know what? You have an opportunity to do some really, really cool stuff. Oh my.
I'm in a show. Are you in?
He is in the middle of a band performance.
No,
Thanks
no,
for-
no, 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 not a band performance.
He's a trumpet. Thank you for being here, Jacob.
No,
Appreciate
he's a character in Cinderella.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I assumed the last name being Trumpet, he was probably in a band.
It's 8:30, which means he's backstage right now watching the chat.
That's amazing.
During the show.
That is a super fan, if there ever was one.
I didn't get my money's worth, Jacob, but you don't know what I'm talking about. Intermission. Okay. Hey, Jacob.
Go use the bathroom.
How's the show going?
Grab some popcorn.
Yeah, it's a
little bit of a
new
delay.
day.
Well, cool.
Theater show. Yeah, I saw it. It was great. That's gonna be my pick of the week, honestly.
It's so surreal having him interacting with people that I don't know. Actually, I do know him. I just don't know his life.
Yes.
Very good. Good stuff, guys. You know what?
I think we're fresh out of topics.
I feel good. I think it was a good show. I say that we go to our picks of the week.
Yep. My pick of the week is
it something attainable by the general public?
It's the Rodgers and Hammerstein version of Cinderella.
Okay.
Everyone knows the story, but I saw a very great production of it, with which one of our chat members may or may not be in, and it was amazing. It had great actors, and the story. I mean, Cinderella is a fun story, but I liked their exexecution of it.
Right.
Do you know that the story, right?
Of Cinderella?
It's a little
There's like a
unhinged.
shoe and stuff.
Yes, there's a slipper.
Yeah.
They try to. Towards the end of the show, they need to identify Cinderella by whether or not this glass slipper fits. Now,
Right.
can I point out?
And there's a stepsister and stuff, right?
There's two stepsisters.
It's been a minute since I've seen the movie.
Yes, the Disney movie.
The Disney movie.
How do you make a slipper out of glass?
Well, I mean, my immediate thought is glass blowing is a thing. So
Yeah,
maybe
in
it's
the
like
show
that.
they say, "Oh, it was blowed," but
Okay, so
a
it's a
slipper.
glass.
That's a very
blown slipper.
complicated
it's
shape.
still kind of a complicated shape because you can't really cut glass into a shape unless it's like flat, like you're designing a window pane.
well, yeah,
or
you
whatever.
can make things of a certain shape, but a slipper would be hard.
Well, you could melt it into a mold, right? And then it hardens into
No,
a
because
shape.
then you wouldn't be able to get the mold out.
What if it was like a 2-part mold? You take the top off and take it. Well,
But it has an
it
inside.
is an inside. You're right.
Yeah,
Wow.
you do have to blow it. It's not impossible, but it looks really hard to me.
Wow.
But that wasn't really what I was talking about.
So did they
Let's
do
take the
that?
sharpest substance before porcelain and put it on your feet purposefully.
Wow.
It sounds
I
great
feel
idea,
like
right?
walking on it would probably break.
As a member of the original story, we were indeed blowing that glass.
That's amazing. So this guy knows how to blow a slipper.
Yes,
Terrific.
a glass slipper.
You're gonna have to remind me what my pick of the week was because I brought something up and you said you should make it your pick of the week, and I said yeah I should, but I forgot what it was. Do you remember?
Oh, Mario Galaxy movie.
Oh yeah, okay. My pick of the week this week is the Super Mario Galaxy movie that was just released in the theaters just a week or two ago, and it's amazing. So I watched it 2 times. The first time I watched it, I was a little intoxicated, so I wasn't able to fully enjoy it. But then the second time I watched it, I was very sharp mentally. And I decided upon the second watch that I like it more than the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
What's better about it?
It goes more places. The story is very in-depth. The jokes are really good. All of it is just so well done.
See you, Jacob.
It all just combines into a really, really good mixture.
That's
of different
cool.
stuff.
That's the rare sequel's better than the first one.
Yeah, it has. I'm not going to spoil it. It has properties from other Nintendo games that
Wait,
are like
really?
well done. Yes.
Like, which ones?
I don't want to spoil it. You should go watch the movie.
We should just do that after this.
Sure.
Wait, do I have a Malco gift card? Can we go watch? You'll be watching it on your third
It
time.
would be my third watch. That might be the first time. If we watch it tonight, that'll be the first time I watched a movie 3 times.
I actually watched Utopia 2 3 times.
Oh, I've not watched it 1 time.
It's all right.
Yeah, actually, me and producer Ethan went to go see it. It was so good, and yeah, there was a property from another game.
I don't currently. Dang it.
And also, Rosalina is awesome. She's one of my favorite Nintendo characters ever. She is,
Most
She's
people
so
don't like
cool.
her. I've
you
heard
just
bad.
said a fact that is not backed up by any source or logic or whatsoever.
Oh,
what are you
welcome
talking
to the
about?
podcast.
So you just say things that you feel like you want to say that aren't true? Everybody loves Rosalina. She's like one of the most loved characters in video gaming history. Why do you think people don't like her? Do you like her?
You seem to not like her, and you are everything to me.
What are you talking about? I just told you she's my favorite character
A long
ever.
time ago, you didn't like that Rosalina was a playable character in Mario Kart. You were probably like a lot
What?
younger.
What was wrong with me? Why did I say that I didn't like that? How old was I? What
don't
was
know.
I smoking?
Could have been popcorn seasoning.
Maybe. Just like some of that Greek seasoning. Oh, I hate Rosalina. No, Rosalina's great. The stars. You know Twink from Paper Mario?
Yeah. See, character.
I saw your face there for a second. Yeah. I don't know how
Love
well
Paper
that
Mario.
aged, but yeah. Again, no spoilies. It's really good. Anyway, that's my pick of the week. Thank you guys all for watching / listening to the podcast. I think it was a pretty good episode.
It was great.
I think it was great. We're not trying to toot our own horn or anything, but toot toot. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Happy May. Bye.
See you. Have a good one.
Have a good one.